Guys, welcome back. It is Sheila, and of course, this is Positive Changes, and today we are working on our budget. I'm actually recording this on January the 31st because we got paid today, and I'm working on our budget. This is what we are working with. I just made a layout. What I like to do is take photocopies of the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck budget sheets and make up a mock-up of my figures. We will be rewriting these into our book, but I wanted to show you this a little bit because I should be getting some stickers that go on my planner but today. So anyway, these are what we are budgeting for today. We're expecting $1,400, and we've got 85 budgeted for water, 165 for heating, 320 for their cell phones, and this includes 5 individual lines. So yes, it may be a big bill, but there's 5 individual lines. Plus, we have unlimited data on it as well on all of our phones. We have Peacock for $8, Hulu $10, Paramount is $13, and we've got some insurance for $11, and altogether those add up to $612. And like I've shown you guys before, when I'm working on our variable expenses such as food, food, gas, household expenses, I separate it out into 2 weeks because, like I said, we get paid every 2 weeks, so I budget per week. And this is what I've averaged out for every week, for each week. So altogether, we should have $257 budgeted for each week, and $256 because somehow when I calculate all this up, we still have like $1 extra. So I gave the extra dollar for the first week and then the second week. Then we also have some savings that we always budget every month. And I wrote this just as a reminder. When I was working out our first week budget, I wrote that amount over here just so I know how much I'm supposed to plan for the following week. So, and then of course we have a debt that we're paying off, our Kohl's bill. I used that to get some Christmas this year, so we're paying off that credit card. So as I'm adding up all of these, I come up to a zero base budget. So that is our budget for right now. And as soon as my mail gets here, we will go on to setting all of our bills up, or setting up our planner. All right, I'm having to do this as a voiceover because my husband came home from work and started watching TV. So we're going to be adding up our variable expenses I need cash for. We're doing $150 for food, $30 for household, $7 for medical pharmacy prescriptions, $5 for Oopsie, which is my miscellaneous, $5 for self-care, $20 for each of my husband and myself for personal spending. So we will be stuffing $237. And there is the money I got out of our bank. Now I took out more than the 237 because I have other categories I need to stuff, but for right now, we're just stuffing my wallet. And I'm sorry if I got this way too close, but yeah, okay, there we go. So we are stuffing $150. Yeah, 237 altogether. We're stuffing 150 for food. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. So that is $237 that we are stuffing today. and get all my cash rearranged so I can count it out again. So now we need 150 for food. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, but turning it around. Yeah, 150 for food. And I opted to keep the amount that's already in there. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, and 50. And I've opted to leave the money that's already in there for right now, while I'm struggling with my paper and just jotting it down on the tracker here. I know this seems rather awkward that I'm doing a voiceover like this, but hey, you have to do what we do. So we have 194 in our envelope for right now. So I think I counted out here. I don't remember if I did. Yeah. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I think there was 2 tens that was stuck together. And I couldn't get them apart. That's right. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So 194. Yay, we counted out right. Okay, and I found it easier. I did finally figure out how to slide the money into my envelope a little bit easier once it's in my wallet. So now we're saving back $30 for household. So there we have a 20 and a 10 for that 30. And add it to what is currently in our household envelope now. And writing it on our tracker. So plus the $30 gives us a grand total of $49 in our envelope. And let's count it out. 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Yay, we got it right. Math is mathing today, guys. Next, we're going to fill our gas, and we're putting $20 in our gas envelope. Now, I always use prop notes for the gas envelope. I just simply like that visual that it gives me so I can see how much we still have in our budget for filling up gas in our cars. Even though I do it as a digital transaction at the pump, I like to use prop notes in my wallet just to give me that visual. And writing it down on the tracker also reinforces that that feeling. So now we have $30 in our envelope while I move my calculator out of the way because it kept bumping into it with my hand. So there we go, $30 in our gas envelope. And next we're going to stuff the the medical prescription envelope with $7 this week. And we still had some left over from last week, but hey, that's okay because yeah, whenever my family's prescriptions have to get refilled periodically, and I don't always know. Okay, it's still recording. I wanted to make sure it was still recording. So now we have, let's count out how much we got. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. And that's what we came up with on our tracker. So we are on the ball here. Next, we're going to stuff self-care with $5. And currently we don't have anything in there. At this point, I did not have any $5 notes. And I didn't want to use prop notes, so I decided to fill or stuff the self-care and the oopsie at a later time. The other two, so that's what that $10 is supposed to be for. It's supposed to be $5 for oopsie, $5 for self-care, and then the two 20s that I have in my hand go towards my husband and myself for our personal spending, and those go into our separate binder that I've shown you before. But at this time, I just put it in the spare envelope that I have in my wallet, and I take care of that at a later date. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the voiceover. Okay, we are back. That was a little bit awkward, the voiceover, but we made it through that. So we have our variable expenses all stuffed. However, I wanted to share with you my setting up my February binder, or my February budget. However, it got late, and I didn't have time, or couldn't find time to do it on camera because the family was in the house and all that. So last night, I was on a Zoom with some of my friends here on the budgeting community, Chrissy from the Mom Life Co. and Amanda from Budgeting Like a Girl, and so many others. It got really, really late, so I'm recording this the next day. But I did get my calendar set up. I need to get some labels that says February on here because I don't have those, but I got all the dates set up. This is going to be my monthly layout, but I still have yet to fill that out. And then this is what I'm going to fill out today, which is the weekly, or the pay period budget. Whoops. Alrighty. So let's fill these figures in. I showed these to you already, but we're going to write them in on here this time. So our our income for it that we are budgeting for is $1,400, and of course our inflow is $1,400. We have the water that's due on the 5th, and that's budgeting. I budgeted $85 for it. Heating. Oh, come on now. Do not mess up my ink pen. That is due on the 8th, and that's $165. Cell phone. And just as a reminder, we have 5 lines on our cell phone bill, so it takes care of a lot of business for us. Peacock, which is due on the 1st, that's budgeted $8. Hulu, those are part of my subscriptions, and I do have a subscription envelope in my binders. Paramount, because I want to try to save back extra, like get a month ahead, maybe even a couple of months ahead on these type of things, so then I don't have to worry about living from paycheck to paycheck. I've got some extra buffer in my account that we can take, that will take care of us for that. All right. Now I know I have these figures here already, but let's just go ahead and calculate it up. 85 plus 165, 320, 8, 10, 13, and 11, 612. That is exactly what we got here. 612. And okay, we will do that in just a bit. All right, so, well, do I want to do it now? Let's do it now. All right, so we have 1,400 minus the 612. 788 is what we have left over. Okay, set that aside for a minute. Now we're doing our variable expenses. I hope that's in frame still, because my camera is above my head and I have to stand up in order to see it if it's in frame. And that's 150 that we budgeted. Household 30. Medical, which also includes prescriptions, like pharmacy prescriptions. We budgeted 7 for that. Gas, that is for the car. And if you notice, I'm putting a C and D. I've already explained this to you earlier in the video, but it is for, the C is meaning for cash, the D is for a digital transaction, because I pay at the pump for our gas, so I don't have to deal with that. But when I stuff my envelopes in my wallet, I use prop notes to keep that visual about my gas spending. Oopsie gets $5. Self-care gets $5. Both of those are in cash. And I'm going to be getting some $5 dollar bills, $5 bills today. So I will definitely be stuffing those in my wallet today because I didn't yesterday. And then my husband and myself, we get $20 a piece for spending money. Oops. That 0 looks like a 6. Okay. And let's add this up. 150, 30, 7, 20. Did I hit I think I hit a bump. I hit it. I bumped something. 150 plus 30 plus 7 plus 20, 5, 5, 20, and 20. So 257. So we take the 788 minus the 257. We have 531 remaining. Now our savings, we save 75 for that. I'm not doing anything for savings challenges this week since we're doing this. We did a reallocation this weekend. So why did I put a H there? I don't know. So for right now, I'm not budgeting anything for savings challenges, but I do plan out, even though I wrote it here on this budget sheet, I wanted to see those two figures together while I was trying to work out my amounts. But over here on this side is where I put that second week of cash that I'm going to be budgeting for week 2. And then next week I will take out that amount. Well, minus the $20 for the gas, because that's still digital. So we got 75 plus the 256, 331. Okay. So we had 531 minus the 331, because we had 531 left over here, minus the 331 leaves 200. And then I budgeted 200 towards paying my Kohl's bill this month, which gives me a 0 base budget. There we go. And I will take some time today. I've got some little stickers. I got this as a digital download. I think I got this. Oh, it's from Blush and Indigo. I got these on Etsy. After I bought these and got the digital download, I discovered some of these were going to be too big for my binder because this is probably styled to fit maybe an Erin Condren or maybe the larger Budget by Paycheck book, and I've got the smaller version of the Budget by Paycheck the book. So anyway, Well, I will use these somehow, but I've got my stickers. I definitely will be using these kind of labels here for um, our paychecks, no spends, whatever, and definitely, yeah. So there we go, guys. We got our budget all set up, and we're ready to go for this week. Thank you so very much for sticking around and putting up with my shenanigans in this weird, awkward video, but we made it through, and that's the whole point. I'm not perfect, but that doesn't stop me from trying to achieve the goals that I set for myself, and I believe everyone can do that for themselves. You sometimes just need a little extra encouragement, and please let my voice be that little added encouragement to help keep you on track to achieving your own goals, because we want to make positive changes here in this world, and I believe in you, and I believe you can do that. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, and I love you guys.